Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to round number 17 of the FSM F2 League Racing season. And today we're here at the Circuit of the Americas in USA, in Dakota, Texas, I believe it is. And as you can see, John Z coming around the corner to go provisional pole right now, but no one else has actually set a respectable lap. And now Illegal Immigrant comes around the final corner to go P2 with a 46.1. Now it's our turn. Can we set a lap that's respectable? Now we've been setting 45.2s in TT, and we set a 46.1, which does go a little bit ahead of who we're watching right now. Illegal Immigrant, who is spun. He's put it in the orange front wing, and that's not gone well. But another highlight of Illegal, and oh my god, he's missed the pit lane. He's missed the pit lane. Wow. And I don't know what's happened here. Musical Rocket has completely messed up the final run on his lap here, and he's gone into the gravel. And then Joe does a 44.0, which puts him on pole with Musical Rocket second, Egon third, ourselves fourth, and Eagle Immigrant fifth, John Z sixth, Crimson Blade seventh, RJC is a new boy eighth, and I think that was Brian in last. And oh my god, Musical has binned it on the formation lap. Just wow, he's done it off the line. But we go to the 5 red lights, and it's go here for the F2 Circuit of the Americans feature race. And we get a really good start on our teammate Musical Rocket, and we get alongside him. We go up into P3 temporarily as Joe and Eagle come together, and Joe has gone around, and it appears he's got a little bit of wing damage, and it's going to be a recovery drive from this point for Joe. But me and Musical are going side by side, wheel to wheel, and this is not the last time you'll see this around this track. We have a few little wheel to wheel moments, shall I say. No love lost between the teammates. We're good friends off track, but on track this weekend it was quite tough between ourselves. But we can hold on to P2 for now. But obviously we know he's a faster driver, and he will probably come back at us at some point. And here we are, lap 1, coming around to the final sector. This corner will be quite crucial into the sprint race with us two teammates. It's an interesting one, and yeah, I don't know what to say. You'll see it later in the race, but yeah, there we go. He makes the move that time, but obviously in the sprint race there might be a other incident where I think I was going to make the overtake, but obviously we've come together. That's all I'm going to say, but watch the rest of the video and you guys will see what I'm talking about. But he has got us an Illegal Immigrant who's gone to super soft. He's going super soft to medium, goes down the inside of both of us, drives Musical Rocket off the track, and we come back at both of them and get back into P2. And we are actually in a battle right now. We didn't expect to be anywhere near anyone else, and we're currently in a battle. And fingers crossed we can fight for a podium today. But we are missing a lot of people. We're missing the championship contender. Well, basically the crowned champion. I don't know what happened there with my car. For some reason it just didn't go around the corner and I had to turn right. But we're missing the crowned champions. I believe it is official. Cradouts, or Sam as I know him, is going to be crowned the world champion, I believe, because of the amount of races left. There's only 4 races left, 2 rounds. And I think this is official. Sam, congratulations on your world title, mate. And well deserved, should we say. He didn't make this race because he was doing something to do with Rocket League. And yeah, but nonetheless, his main contender, Noah, wouldn't have been able to attend this race anyway. So it is official. Sam, the world champion. But as you can see in front of us, Illegal and Musical are having a nice little battle. And yeah, it's going nicely actually in front of them. But Illegal's going down the inside of Musical, and it's going to give us a chance just to close that gap. But we know right now Illegal and Egon are both on the super soft tyres. Egon, who's out front by quite a distance. We can't do much about it. We lose the back end there and end up with a penalty, which I'm not happy about. But what can you do? The penalties around this on this game and around this track just don't make sense. But now we're on lap 4. Illegal Immigrants trying to make that move onto Musical Rocket. They're getting side by side into this little windy section. They've made a little bit of initial contact. Illegal then outbrakes himself, makes more contact, and comes back onto the track. has a little incident. He clips us and he's gone around, and this is on board of himself now. You see what's happening. You might be able to hear me, you might be able to not because of the audio. But we just come through the corner, taking the racing line, and we come together. I don't think I was any to blame there. I think I was an innocent victim in Illegal's innocent crash, because it was one of those that two don't go into one around that corner, and him and Dom came together on Musical, and then I came around the corner, and I mean I couldn't just disappear. It's one of them, you know. But yeah, unfortunately for Illegal, that caused him to have an incident. But we continue as we are. We're on to lap 30. We set the fastest lap for half a second before Joe behind us beats us by 2 seconds, taking the mix slightly. Thank you for that one there, Joe. Now Johnsy, he is starting to be very aggressive behind us. Today, he had some pace, you know. Johnsy must have practiced heavily for this track because he was quick and he was causing us many, many problems. And we're trying our very, very best to compete with him. And he's basically pushing us through these corners at this point. Now, we're going to see if we can hold on to this P3. It's looking very unlikely, especially if we'll probably pick up another penalty or two. And Johnsy's going for a move. In a corner you do not try and make an overtake. We turn into the corner. And we're basically just taking the racing line where we feel we've still got the corner. So if he puts himself down the inside, he's going to go around. Because we've got the corner, and that is on him. But we got 2 laps, or 3 laps remaining, sorry. And we are trying our very, very best now to hold him behind us. We go deep into turn 1. Now, we got Joe Pilkey, who's catching us very, very quickly. As Johnsy's in our slipstream, Joe's there as well. It's going to be a 3-car battle for P3. And looks like Johnsy's made the move. Joe's thinking about making the move. We're going to go back down the inside of Johnsy. We try and turn the car back. Joe is now sniffing around the back of us. I think we've blocked him by putting our car in the perfect position on circuit, so he cannot go past us. Now, we're going to try and make an overtake into this corner. Johnsy sees us coming, just about clean between the two of us. Joe, yet again, stuck behind ourselves. And we've outbroke ourselves into turn 1. Hit the back of Johnsy, lucky not to get damaged, and that's given Joe the position. Joe is into P4. Now, he will have a go at Johnsy. We can't drop any more positions, and we've got an extra 3-second penalty over Johnsy as well. So even if we make the overtake here, which we're trying to do, it's not going to matter, because we've got an extra 3 seconds of worth of penalties, which I think the game was just handing them out ridiculously. So I'm not even gonna bother going to the stewards with them, because there's too many to complain about. So it's absolutely pointless. But we made the move. We're into P4 on track, but it's going to be P5. Johnsy thought about coming back at us, but realistically, what would be the point in him doing that when he's going to get P4 anyway? Joe has gapped us both now. He's going to get P3. Egon's going to get P2. And our teammate, Musical Rocket, has won the race. Brilliant result for High Tech. Yes, there's been some controversy in the sprint race, which you'll see in a moment. But we're still teammates. We're still good friends off track, and it's racing at the end of the day, guys. You'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's a 35-point haul there for High Tech. Very, very good result for ourselves, for the team, and a very good result for Musical Rocket in his little 3rd place battle with Joe Pilkey. So we now have a reverse grid poll of Illegal, Immigrant, and he's going to share the front row with the newbie RJC. Crimson Blade in 3rd, ourselves in 4th, Johnsy 5th, Joe Pilkey 6th, and then the 2 people on the front row, well, 1st and 2nd of the last race, Egon and Musical. And we get a very good start here, initial getaway. Now, can we get down the inside? We've already passed Crimson Blade. Can we get down the inside of RJC? And maybe Illegal Immigrant, actually. We have to take a little avoiding action on the curve on the inside and cut the corner. But oh my god, Joe Pilkey has had the start of his life. He was down in P5, maybe? P6? No, he was definitely P6. And he's in P2 after turn 1. What an amazing start from himself. And he's done well. But we're defending here from RJC. We're just trying to make sure we at least hold on to P3 off this start here and settle into the race into P3 and maybe close the gap on the Illegal Immigrant, who's pretty fast. We know we're not going to catch Joe. Joe is just going to disappear into the distance. We're just going to do whatever we can to stay as close to the two as we possibly can. And as you can see here, lap 3, we've got Musical all over the back of us already. Down our inside, we're not fighting it too hard. He is our teammate after all. And we're only on lap 3, so we're going to give him a chance to try and close the gap on Joe and Illegal. And obviously I need to put my teeth in as well, guys. But it's fine. My speech problems sometimes come back to get me. And in this video, it's having an absolute worldie of a time. But as you can see, Musical, he's starting to push. And he has lost the back end. He's gone around whilst he's been pushing. And he is down into P6 or P7. I think he actually might be P8, to be honest with you. Only the AI cars behind him. Crimson Blade gone into the pits and has retired. Well, he hasn't retired, but he's left the session, strangely. But Egon got a lot of pace today. Egon's going down the inside of us, and we're going to see if we can fight it. But, I mean, there's not much point. Egon does have pace, but for now, we will hold the position. Someone's had an incident, and it's Illegal. Illegal has made a huge mistake in front of us. We get past him, and we're into P2, but for some reason, we do not have any turn in there, and our car, I didn't do that, but the car kicked me up into 4th gear for some absolute stupid reason. I changed down into 2nd, and the car went up into 4th, which has cost us, and we're down into P4. So, we're thinking about a move on Egon, but he does not really pay attention to where we were there, and we had to bail on that one before there was contact. But we're in P4 right now. Egon and Illegal in front of us, with Joe Pilkey absolutely disappearing into the distance. Now, I don't think we can keep up with Egon and Illegal. I think they will gap us. And as you can see here, they are starting to gap us. And it's a bit of a problem. For some reason, we had a bit of a kick through that corner. Our car just threw us to the side. And that's the last we'll see of Egon and Illegal. Now, lap 11, final lap of the race. We've got Musical behind us. Can we keep our teammate behind us for an entire lap now on the final lap? He is quicker than us naturally, and it's going to depend on this DRS section, I would say. So can we keep him behind from the DRS here? We try and get on the power as nice and early as possible, and we do, and we start to gap him, but then he gets the DRS open, and you watch that gap come down. 4 tenths, 3 tenths, coming down to 2 tenths. 1 tenth. He's going to outbrake us. He's going to go for the dive bomb. This is just what Dom does. He will go for the dive bomb. Little bit of side-by-side contact there. And he does make the move. And we are not just going to settle for that. Are we going to be able to make a dive bomb into this corner? Because even from this far back, the way the corner is, you can still make the move. And we go down the inside. A little bit of contact. And we forced him off the track. But we decide to absolutely let off there. Let him back through. But little did we know at the time, he does have damage. And once we did know, because we was in a party with him, once he did tell us, we thought, well, do you know what? We're going to go for the dive bomb into the final corner. And we do! We go for the dive bomb. We sit the car there on the apex. And we make the move. And we get P4 on the track. I don't know if there's going to be a penalty. But side-to-side battle. Hard battling with our teammate. I had a great time today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Joe Pilkey wins, Illegal 2nd, Egon 3rd, ourselves in 4th. We get a total of 18 points from the weekend. Musical gets 31, Joe gets 38, so Musical will be a bit disappointed there. And Egon comes home with 3rd. I hope you've enjoyed, guys. I've been Chris12, LFC, and I will see you later.